Hello and welcome. Give me about another minute, okay? Let's get ready here, and then let's get going on the live show in about maybe another minute or so. Let's see who's on this morning. We got, is that Dane on? Look like Dane. We got Dylan. What's going on, buddy? Okay, so look at my camera angle. So Heather's not gonna be, she's gonna join us a little later, so. Finally, the school is in session now. Okay. So if you have any questions, just wait until, I think Heather is going to be joining about half an hour or so. We'll say hopefully we can make that work. All right, we are almost ready. Almost ready. By the way, we got another kitten yesterday. Here we go. So now we have two. Okay. Now we have two. Actually, we are kind of like babysitting for this one here. So her name is McKenna. Come on. Yeah. Oh. Oh. So that's my another one, buddy. Anyway. All right, let's get going. Oops. Camera flipped. All right. Let's get going here. Hello and welcome back. If you're just joining us, welcome to our YouTube community here. And if you haven't subscribed my channel, make sure to subscribe. Okay, I have plenty of content coming up, and I guess really fun content. What else? And maybe end of our live for Barista grinder setting, and then we're gonna talk about the Rancheria Silvia for a sec. Okay, I just finished the installation yesterday, so I'm editing some videos right now, and you get to see the whole kind of like from beginning to end. So so this morning, you know what, let's talk about grinder setting on Barista Pro. Okay, so that is a number one question for Barista Express and excuse me, and Barista Pro viewers out there. Okay, what is my grinder setting? What is the best grinder setting? The problem is for grinder setting. Okay, so yes, last couple of days we've been using Vivazzi espresso. So we set at number 3. Okay, hopefully I can show you guys this morning. So you know what, the lighting is terrible here, but here we go. Okay, so last few days we've been playing around 3, grinder size 3. So this grinder size is go up to number 30. Right now I'm pretty much to the end. Okay, but whenever I pull the shot, I got an okay shot. I still need to slow down the shot. However, we're gonna go back to my Barista Express. This one I'm set at number 10. Okay, number 10. So Barista Express go up to number 16. Hold on, let's check. Hold on. So the number 10 there. So max is it 18? No, 16. 16 is the max, right? Yeah. So 16 is the max. No, yeah, 16 is the max. So you got 16 and cursor. So you got a total of 18 setting. And then, so now I'm at number 10. So this one, if I use number 10, I still choking. Okay, so which means I have to increase to like 13 or 14 to get a decent shot. They both have same internal bore size as well. So this morning, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull the shot just like this. So I'm gonna show you the before and after. So it's gonna be fun. So I'm gonna show you guys the before and after shot, and then I'm gonna show you how to change the inner bore size as well. So hopefully we can kind of like somewhat calibrate it. I don't want to use the word calibrated, but hopefully we are going to find a happy medium section. Okay, it's gonna be good. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna one more thing. I'm gonna be using bottomless pour filter as well, so show you guys the grinder quality as well, if you haven't seen it. So we got a lot to get to, okay? So I'm going to measure out. Let's do a 19 gram shot. Okay, let's do 19 gram. So I'm just gonna count it for retention as well. So I'm gonna put about maybe like 19.5 gram. Okay. I know this is somewhat tedious. Okay, I ended up being 19.7 gram. Okay. I'm gonna be using my dosing cup. You know what, let's use the dosing cup. Maybe easier. Okay, 19.7. My grinder size is number 3. Okay, so I put 19.7 gram in. Let's take a look. Got 19.1 gram out. Okay, the thing about that is, if I'm going to put it back here, if I'm going to top it to the top, kind of work as a kind of vacuum plunge. Okay, take it out. Hold on a second. Still 19.9 grams, so it came out a little more. That's all. Okay. So by the way, if you guys are dizzy by if I move my camera angle around, so what I've been doing is I edit our live session maybe the following day. So if you don't like to see the camera moving, you can wait till tomorrow as well. So yeah, so you have a couple of options. Okay. Bad thing about the Barista Express or Barista Pro, you don't have to warm up the good and bad. Okay, you don't have to warm up the machine anymore because everything is all so fast. But unfortunately, if you don't wait to warm up your group head and portafilter, you just got some couple blind shots. So that's what I'm doing right now. Doing some blind shots. Okay. So this is, you know what, 19.1 gram. So close enough. So this kind of like 19 gram shot there. All right. Okay. This one I'm just using the San Antonio Industry tamping tool. The fact is you can use any distribution tool, okay? It doesn't have to be San Antonio or just whatever you guys like, okay? But it's nice to have it though. All right, so I'm just gonna lock it in. And then you know what, I'm just going to stand, just do the standard shots. I'm not gonna do manual mode, okay? You know, the fact is I don't even need a kayak scale anymore, okay? Because this machine has a built-in timer. So I'm just gonna use just my scale from Amazon, $10 scale here. Let's see, I need some cup. You know what, hold on. Here's my cup. I'm just gonna set, tear. Okay. Hopefully I can give you guys some good views. Hold on. Just got my flashlight over there. There we go. Okay. So we're just gonna do the standard shot. I'm trying to shooting for, let's see, 19 grams or around 38 grams, 1-to-2 ratio. And so I'm looking for between 30 and 45 gram there. Okay, I'm just gonna start the button here. Double shot. So timer is going on right now. and the pre-infusion is happening. See, with the number 3, still fast, okay? I got slight channeling, it's not too bad. I mean, look at that, okay? It's way too fast still. I'm just gonna stop it now, yep. Stop at, let's see here. How many gram is this? 48 gram. I mean, shot looks good, but it is a bit fast. Okay, it is a bit fast. Oh, it sounds like my wife just walked in. So you got 48 gram, comes to, again, too fast. But beautiful crema, okay? It does have a lot of crema. But I bet you if I drink this now, it's gonna be a little sour. Okay, cheers. Yeah. But it looks good, but it's sour. Okay. So here's the fun part, okay? Here's the fun part. We are going to break it apart. Not the whole thing, okay? I'm just gonna break the grinder apart, and then I'm going to show you guys how to kind of like not the calibrate, but you know, we are going to put the right setting so that I don't have to play around not the 3 o'clock, but the grind size 3, okay? Because I like them around maybe like 10 or 11, even 12. So that's what we're gonna do. So only thing you need is, if you have a handheld vacuum like I have, it's great. So let me show you guys how to, I know some of you already knows how to do it, but if you're new to the Barista Express or Pro, you might want to watch this. Okay, I'm just gonna empty out my cup, portafilter. So it is nice to always usually power off, okay? Because even though, just make sure I'm plugged as well. You never know what's gonna happen. All right, I can show you guys. Just simply counterclockwise remove the hopper. As we can see, here's what the grinder look like there. Okay. And then what I like to do is at this point, I like to just vacuum it out, okay? The reason why I like to vacuum it out, it's kind of easier to take out the burr. You can, yeah, so this is upper burr or outer burr, doesn't matter, you know. Okay, so as you can see from there, you're gonna see a lot of coffee grounds. So that's why we talk about the ground retention. That's why, okay. So that's how much usually set inside. Okay. Since you are there, just might as well just, you know, give it a quick clean too. Okay, and this point. Okay, so okay, from here, so this is the white dot there. So that's the right now what grinder settings at currently. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. That is a red dot right there. That dot right there. Number 6. Okay. So we don't want to go at number 6. We want, you know what? Let's go with. I'm thinking maybe 2. Okay, right now we're at 6. I'm going to move to number even 3. Yeah, let's go down to 3, okay? Let's go down to 3 and see what happens. C3, yeah. You know, let's go down to number 2. Why not? Okay, let's go down to number 2. So let me show you guys how to do that. I'm gonna put the camera. Okay, so what you want to do is, put my glasses on. You are going to unclip this right here. Undo it like so. And then you're going to move, okay, to number, you know what, we're gonna go number 2, okay. Go to number 2. So right now we are at 6, now we are at number 2. So we are making like 4-step finer for the inside, okay. So hopefully this one take care of the grinder issues for this Barista Pro, okay. And this point, simply put back on, okay. Just make sure you hear the clicking noise. Like so. You hear that noise, that click. And then what else we need? Put back on the hopper. And that's it. Now we can make some coffee. So before, I'm gonna turn back on here. Before we are at number 3, it wasn't fine enough to get a good shot. So you know what? Let's put a shot. I'm gonna do the exactly same setting right now. We're gonna do 19 gram again, around 19 gram, just like last time. And then see what kind of shot we're gonna get, okay? So it's before it was 6, now I'm at 2. I mean, that's a big jump there. I mean, that's a huge jump. So right now I'm putting 19.3 gram in it. The thing is, we cleaned out inside. Okay, I got 19.3 in, I got only 18.7 gram out, okay, which means we have some beans inside stuck. Okay.
George says push the coffee out the chute.
Hmm?
Another viewer asked, with number 3, how much finer is it going to be?
It's, someone asked me how much is the final. It's gonna be pretty fine, so watch this, okay? So now, before, as you saw, kind of like shot was somewhat fast. So now we are 3 and 2 inside. So it's gonna be a big change there. I'm just gonna flush. I'm hoping it's gonna get choked out, okay? That's what I'm hoping for. All right, so we're going from here. I mean, as you can see, earlier it's overflowing, not anymore. So now grinder is too fine, okay? Yeah. Yep. It's gonna be pretty fine. I'm not gonna time it this time. I'm just gonna show you guys just a shot here. Well, you know, I do want to. So last time I got what, 48 gram? So someone told me, okay, well, I've been reading about Breville Pro, they're volumetric. So earlier we got 48 gram. If based on the default volumetric, theoretically I should get 48 gram as well. But let's see. Let's see here. Okay, you know what, let's get the flashlight for you guys as well. Okay, here we go. Double shot. Okay. Pre-infusion is much, much slower. Yeah. Okay, so that was 39 seconds, okay? Running for 39 seconds. And then we only got, what, 10 gram? So based on that, okay, so based on that, this machine is not a volumetric. It's based on the time. If so someone say this is volumetric machine, I think that's not true. Okay, so we know number 3 is way too fine, so now I can go up now, okay? Maybe, let's go to maybe 10. You know what, let's go to, you know, I'm just guessing it right now. So let's go to halfway point, number 15, okay? And see what happens there. So we're gonna go to halfway point to number 15. So I think so. By the way, so someone thinks that if we change the interval size, it's gonna hurt the machine or something wrong with the machine. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, that's part of the process, okay? Because that's why the Breville, you know, made the interval setting. You can actually change it, because if you buy the older machine, you don't have that option, okay? I'm just gonna clean this thing up. So we're gonna do one more shot with pretty much the same, around like 19 gram range there. Okay, so I got 19.2 gram. Okay, so before, what I'm gonna do is, before we're going to pour the grind some beans, I'm just gonna put some little bit of beans in it. I'm gonna purge out the last grinder. Okay. So this is it. My coffee beans are done. Okay. So now, as you can see, we got the really finer ground and then the newer size. So now I'm gonna put the new beans in. We're gonna get a pretty fresh, not the fresh, but right size ground beans gonna come out. Okay. Just gonna actually tap everything. All right. I know this is somewhat tedious process, but once you got this one right, and then for next time you're making coffee, you are in that zone, so you don't have to worry about it much. Maybe you're gonna change about a couple clicks, and then you should be good to go. Okay. So now you can see it's already overflown. So right now we're at number 15 from number 3. And then, but inside we got 6, now at number 2, okay? So let's give it a shot here. We're just gonna do the regular standard shot. All right, so here we we go. Let's do one last time here. Hopefully we didn't get it right this time. Okay. Regular standard shot. You got some little channeling, it's okay. Okay. So I'm at 46 gram this time. Okay, and we're at 46 gram. I mean, it looks good. So now we can actually change the grinder size to like maybe like 13 or 14, okay? So now we don't have to, go low as number 3 like earlier. So now we are in the kind of like comfort zone there. Because I mean, personally, I really like to play around the middle of the grinder setting, so you have a lot of options to up and down. So now, let's try that shot. So let's try this. Seems a little bit fast, but not too bad. Okay. Cheers. Yeah. So now we can dial in. So again, don't be afraid of changing your inner bore size. Just like what I did. If you're at numbers, okay. So here's kind of like rule of thumb here. If your grinder size is too coarse, you cannot get enough good pressure in it. If you are pretty much lowest, and just go to inner bore, take it out. If you add 6, maybe go down to 2, okay, maybe 3, doesn't matter, okay, and then just go change it, and then pull the same shot, and it's gonna make a big difference like this one did. So, I mean, again, it's not gonna hurt the machine. That's part of the kind of like process of doing it, and that's why the Breville give you the adjust bore, inner bore, because they don't have to do anything, okay. It comes to Breville people. Once you have the adjust bore, inner bore, they don't have to do the work. Okay, they do not have to calibrate. They don't have to do anything. Whenever I buy like a niche grinder or Eureka, the higher end model, they somehow calibrate for you, and then you can also calibrate as well. But with this machine, you just have to play with it, and then just like what I did, you should be able to get the right grinder size. All right. Any question about the grinder size, grinder setting?
Yeah. Let's see. Some LL says you need built-in scales for volumetric. Todd says I'm still convinced this is a volumetric machine, not time. Otherwise, all shots would stop at a set time.
Okay, so Todd thinks that this is volumetric. Todd, you saw earlier we're at the final shot. We only got 10 gram out of it. If you use volumetric, you should get about the same, like whatever they set at, or maybe it could be 45 gram to 50 gram range. But with the finer setting, we only get 10 gram. So I don't think it's not a true volumetric that. You know what, Todd? Sometime this week, okay, I'm going to dedicate entire segment just for you. Okay, so let's talk about the volumetric on this one. It'd be a lot of fun to do that. Okay. So let's figure out, is this true volumetric or kind of like the fake volumetric, okay? So it's gonna be a fun experiment, okay? So let's look forward to that, sure. Maybe we should do it next couple of days.
Okay, so he says, what I don't understand is when you jump from when it jumps from a 3 to 15, 48 seconds is not that far off from 35 to 40.
Yep. Someone asked me about Todd. So I mean, once I go down to maybe 12, maybe 13 or 12, I think I'm gonna get the right shot. Okay. Comes to the what is the ideal extraction time personally, I like them around between 30 and 35 seconds for extraction time on Barista Express, because I think it's all dependent on what your taste bud. Okay, some people like the 45, 25, and 35 seconds. It all depends. Okay, all depends. So.
You have a lot of questions.
Okay, so we have some cat issues right now. Okay, and anyway, our cat has issues? I think, yes. I cannot say that on our live streaming, but yes. Okay, let's see here. I'm just gonna wait about a few more minutes. My wife's frustrated. Okay, it's not fun what my wife's doing. Anyway, so. What is that? Oh, that's not good. I mean, so they are pooping. Let's put it that way. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna wait until my wife's doing her thing, and then hold on. She's almost done. By the way, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday morning. I think my wife's not having a good morning so far. I mean, hold on a second. Oh, by the way, so I'm planning to edit this one out, okay? So I'm planning on doing the edited video tomorrow. So I'm gonna do that today, so you get to see the kind of like this parts. I'm edited out, so you don't have to. Okay, another question.
Does Bambino have the same steam power as Pro?
Is it Bambino has steam power? Okay, the newer Bambino just came out. Answer is yes. Okay, newer Bambino has really, I mean, just like they use a thermal jet as well. So yeah, newer Bambino has the same steam power.
A viewer says it seems like this is a lot more tricky because it doesn't have the pressure gauge.
Okay, so one of my viewers asked, so this can be tricky because there's no pressure gauge. Answer is yes and no, because I mean, since they give you a timer, okay, whenever you start time, here, let me show you. EB. So whenever you pull the shots, okay, you're gonna do the pre-infusion first. About 5 seconds, and then give it a full shot. Once shot's over, since I have nothing in it, so obviously stop at 14 seconds. So without the pressure gauge, I mean, as long as you have a scale, if you have like some kind of scale, you can actually guess it. And then so because you want to do, you want to be around between, you could say between 25 and 35 second range there. And it comes to yield, whatever you like. Could be 1:2 ratio, 1:3 ratio, all depend on you. So, but it's kind of like pros and cons to it. But I really like having the scale, the timer built in to the machine. So you know what? So that case, if someone doesn't want to spend money on a Kaya scale, has a built-in timer and scale. So that's kind of like pros, the plus on this machine.
Lee asks, is there a way you can change the burr grinder on the espresso express machine to get it like the Pro, more settings? So in other words, can you upgrade it? Okay, so Lee asked about, okay, Barista Express, change just the inner burr setting to maybe 2 or 3. Okay, but here's the thing about it. So Barista Pro has 18 gram setting. Okay, so 18 different settings. We got the finest, and we got the coarsest, and then we got 16 different. So we got 18 setting there. This one has about pretty much almost 30 different settings. So you know what? So this one is 30. Hold on. So Barista Pro has, let's see here. We can go all the way up to number 30. Yeah, so 30 different settings. Okay, so this one, I was talking to Enders yesterday. So this one feels like stepless grinder, but again, this is not a true stepless grinder. Let's put it that way. But it feels like though, okay. But you have, a lot of options. The grinder setting is the grinder setting option is a lot more adjustable than Barista Express.
But I've been using Barista Express for the last couple of years. I mean, I have no issues with the grinder setting, so.
Dane says it could also depend on where the volume is being measured from in terms of volumetric.
Okay, so Dane brought a great point about the volumetric. Sometimes the volumetric based on the group head, and they already preset the volume for you, and you can actually program it as well on the custom mode. We are going to touch on that coming week, next few days. But yeah.
So viewer says, okay, so the big question, Pro or Express, what to go to for a beginner? Okay,
so here's the big question, which one, Pro or Express? So we are going to talk about that this weekend. So this week I'm going to show you guys pretty much ins and out about this machine. So today we talk about the, today we talk about the grinder setting. And tomorrow, let's talk about the water temperature, okay? And the warming up and water temperature as well. Let's talk about that tomorrow. Maybe following day, we're gonna talk about something else. So by end of week, you guys know which machine is better suitable for you, okay? Because comes the price difference is about $100 difference. $699 for Barista Express, $799 for Breville Barista Pro as of today. But during the holidays, I mean, it's like $100 less. So, I mean, if you guys really want one to buy, if you guys want to buy brand new, the question is, can you wait till, you know, coming November, December times? But if you don't mind paying another additional $100, and hopefully, you know what, hopefully my video can help you end of week.
The same viewer says would like this machine to have a pressure gauge on it also. Would that be the perfect machine for you?
If this machine has a pressure gauge on it, is that perfect machine? Yeah. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure. I'm still, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna find out more though, okay? I'm kind of like with you guys. So only time I play with this machine with you, and actually I place a little more after that, but yeah. So far, so good, okay? But we'll see what we can find.
George says it's not volumetric because it is based on revolution of the wheel inside the machine. And when set, it allows the wheel to keep the flow gate open for a certain amount of time. Yeah, I mean, George mentioned brought great point about that. So whenever you go through the water, that has the Breville Barista Express and Pro has this some kind of wheel to measure how many circulation, okay? To keep track of the kind of like, you know, it's hard to explain, but the numbers of rotation. So that's why Barista Express, after number of shots, turn that light, cleaning lights, or you know, or D-scale light comes on based on that the number of revolution. Todd says an interesting test would be how much water runs on a blind shot without the portafilter, and does it push the same volume of water each time? Okay, so Todd, we are going to do that about volumetric experiment next few days. Okay, it's gonna be, again, I mean, I love playing like, you know, playing experiment like that, so it's gonna be a fun segment for us, definitely. Dylan says new addition to my YouTube channel coming this week.
Okay, so I'm gonna shout out to Dylan. So Dylan's getting new equipment this week, so make sure to check out Dylan's channel as well. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to see it though.
Donald asks.
You got Donald has questions.
How do you like the Silvia with the PID?
Okay, so let's talk about. Hold on, I'm going to clean up my station, okay? Because, okay, I finished. Hold on. This is interesting. Hold on a second here, guys. I'm very excited to show you what I did yesterday afternoon. The installing PID. Okay. First of all, I'm glad it worked. Okay, so let's talk about PID installation on Rancho Leo, Serbia. So overall, the experience was great, okay? The manual they give us about 26 pages. if you are thinking about installing PID on your Rancheria Silvia, make sure read page by page. Okay, sometimes they skip the page. Sometimes whenever you read it, manual does not any make sense, but following page makes sense. So what I done was I follow page by page on instruction, making the video. So I mean, if you guys are thinking about doing it, just make sure read it first and then watch my video. It's gonna make sense to you. So the fact is, it took us about 2 hours. So me and my buddy, he's also a computer technician as well. So we got 2 computer tech work on this machine, okay? Took me 2 hours. And then looking back, if you done a couple more times, I think we could have done it in about 10 minutes, okay? So this is not a hard process, but it's just a little, again, read it. But I think this video is definitely going to help you, kind of like, you don't have to second guess it anymore. So pretty good, okay? And then, so let me show you. So let me show you my final product. So once you turn the power on, so now it's reading the temperature. So right now the internal boiler temperature at 78, and then the temperature should go up. Okay, so as you can see there, it's starting to going up. It's gonna, once you're going out, it's gonna go up pretty fast. So by the way, this button here, brew button, is no longer works, okay? Because that button is controlled by this button right there. So, yeah, we are going to just start this. Did you say like 2.5 seconds? You just saw earlier, there's 2.5 second pre-infusion. They're gonna wait another 2 seconds. So I set at 30 second shot. So, I mean, again, it's not what I thought it would be, because I thought if I'm gonna press this button to turn on, but it's now all the PID is controlled by, all the brewing functions controlled by this, okay? And the hot water works the same as before. Obviously, steamer works the same as well. Nothing's changed, but comes to brewing, so this is it. So now I set at 225 degree, okay? I know it seems like high, but the 225 is the outside of the boiler temperature. So internal should be a lot cooler once you go through the group head as well. So by that time, it's gonna be around 200 degree. So what I'm gonna do is, some point in coming weeks, I'm going to calibrate the temperature by, do some couple dummy shots and trying to figure out what's the optimal temperature for my coffee. This is coming up as well.
Are you tempted to buy the Silvia Pro?
Okay, so
Built-in PID and dual boiler.
Okay, so back to this one. So Silvia, I mean, if you are, oh, by the way, if you are thinking about getting Silvia, please do not do what I did. Do not buy the PID separately. Just pay extra $100. I think Seattle Coffee Gear has the PID built in already, because what? I save about $100, that's it. So with $100, it's not worth your headache, okay? I'm looking back, it is easy, but I mean, I fix computer for a living. So for me, it was a lot of time, okay? Since we're only gonna install once, but if you're not gonna planning on doing that, yeah, just spend extra $100. Just buy the pre-built, okay? Just buy it, okay? Just buy the machine with PID built in. Save you a lot of headache. I just avoid the warranty on this one. So make sure you're gonna keep the warranty. And so at this point, if you want to buy espresso machine around $1,000, I think this is pretty good option as well, okay? If you're planning on going up to $1,500 and up, we got dual boiler for Breville is fantastic. Barista, not the Barista, Rancheria Silvia Pro is also dual boiler as well. That's also fantastic as well. So again, you have options. But if I were you, I mean, if you are thinking about buying the machine, Silvia, just go with PID built-in. Okay, save you a lot of headache.
Alex, now LL said now
LL.
with PID you don't have to flush.
Okay, so LL mentioned about, so I don't have the temperature surfing anymore, okay? So that's good, which means I just look at the numbers and that's it. So right now, so watch this. So if I'm gonna flush, stop it now. So went down to 173 degree. So now boiler is working. So instead of temperature surfing, I just has to wait. You still have to wait same amount, but now you know exactly when to pull the shot. So that's great thing about the PID there. And plus you can change whatever degree you want, okay? Instead of Barista Pro, you got +2, +4. Instead, you set at exact temperature you want and they pull the shot. I like that. Okay, I like that about this. Any questions? I think we are good for this morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And I'm planning on making a lot more videos on Rancheria Silvia as well with the PID built-in. And then maybe next few days on the side, I'm gonna show you guys how to program it as well. A lot of options on this guy. So you can preset the pre-infusion time, how long you want to wait, at time period as well, and the actual brew time too. So you have a lot of options on this guy. So I hope you guys having a wonderful Monday morning, and then see you guys tomorrow morning.